it's Laura A. Grace here, and I am so excited to be here. It has been months, maybe, definitely has been weeks since I have done a video, and I am so sorry. I found out I was pregnant. Yay! We're pretty excited. It was a little like, whoa, we weren't expecting it first, but things sort of went a little bit derailed there, to be honest. I'm so excited that I get to share about a book that I read, I think about a week or two ago, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal, guys. Recently, like this past Sunday, K.A. Emmons, she is the author of The Blood Race, and that was an extraordinary book. I highly recommend it if you like, I think it's like fantasy mixed in with science fiction, mixed in with just awesomeness. And book 2 just released, which is the book I'm going to be sharing about today. Book 2 is Worlds Beneath, and oh my goodness, I didn't bring my Kindle with me, but I'm going to put a picture right here so you can see the stunning cover. Like, all of the covers are amazing. The cover is so pretty. Like, I absolutely just love the covers of this series, and I can't wait to see book 3, which I have no idea when it's releasing, but I'm not here to talk about book 3 anyway, at least yet. I thought I would share 3 things of why I really loved Worlds Beneath and why I just think you should check out this series. So jumping right in, my first reason is you get to know these characters better. Guys, like, okay, I loved the characters in book 1. There were a few of them that I just distinctly really loved, but you really get to know these characters on a significantly deeper level that just pull your heartstrings. And when I say that, I definitely think of Hawke as well as Finn. On Goodreads, a friend of mine, we were talking about Finn actually, and how I think the hashtag she started was that Finn needs hugs right now. And it is so true, because by the time the book ends, you're just gonna want to like do a gigantic group hug, because it's just so many feels, and these, like I said, these characters, they pull your heartstrings, and it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it, because it's like there'd be spoilers, but they really, I'll just say, if you read The Blood Race and you were sort of maybe hesitant, like, I don't know if I really like this character, I will say Worlds Beneath gets rid of all those doubts, and you pretty much, well, except for like the bad guys, but you pretty much love all of the good guy characters. I mean, you really just get this feel for the struggles that they have and everything that's happening, and then you have like chaos thrown in there with certain events that are like, oh my goodness, this should never ever happen, but yet it's happening. Going into that, because one thing, I'm not going to say what it is because I think it'd be a pretty big spoiler, but I will say the word building. Like, one of the things that should never happen happens, and then we have this really distinct, amazing word building. I mean, there was some distinct word building in The Blood Race, but oh my goodness, the word building was phenomenal, guys. Like, it was just stunning, amazing. Like, what are other words that mean amazing? Because it was amazing. Really, truly, though, I adored the word building of this book. I loved just everything about it. It just really jumped off the page, almost literally, and it made me thankful that I was not in certain situations that the characters were in when they were in this word building. It is very engaging. Very engaging. Going in with that word building, like, everything just sort of like goes on top of one another, because so you got the first reason I think you should read it is you get to know the characters better. Then the second reason I think you should read it is for the incredible word building, and those both lead into my third and final reason is that it is a beautiful allegory. Just beautiful. I mean, how everything ties in, especially the word building, which made it so unique in my opinion, and why I loved it so much is because it comes into this allegory that just left me breathless. When things are starting to get realized by the character, and even when I'm starting to realize things about myself, because ultimately I felt like even though these characters are going through this, like, it really made me think of my own self and some of the things I'm struggling with, and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It's hard to put all that it did, of all the feels I felt, and just how I really walked away from this story with a lot of self-reflection. I felt like the book just sort of unintentionally makes you think about yourself. When you see Hawke's journey and you see what they're overcoming and the characters are overcoming and what they did in this new world, you can't help but think of yourself and like, wonder if I was there. Wonder if I was in that same position as Hawk. Could I do what she did? Or even Finn, could I do what he did? It was just amazing, guys. The allegory, boom. Like, if you need something that's gonna be like, I need something deep, I need the feels, but I also want the amazing characters, and I want the amazing word building, but I need something that's going to make me think, that's not just going to be your standard book where you're like, this was really enjoyable, but then you don't remember like a year from now. This one I can say, you're going to remember, I feel like, what you felt. At least I could say for me. Yeah, so those are my 3 reasons, and it's really hard not to go more into detail about some of them, but I really try to keep it spoiler free, because if you haven't read The Blood Race, you have to read The Blood Race first before I can really spoil all the things, because then I feel like it would really take away from the story if I spoiled it. Like, it just is it's definitely one of these stories that you don't want spoiled. Like, you don't, yeah, you may want to read a review and hear about it, what people thought, but you don't want people to break it down and like tell you what exactly happens, because it is definitely a book you need to experience for yourself. Totally appreciate you guys watching. I really hope you'll go check out Worlds Beneath. It is so amazing. And I'll also leave a link to my first video that I did sharing 3 reasons why I think you should read The Blood Race, because it was just as amazing, but this book was even more amazing, and I can imagine book 3 will be even more amazing. Have a great day, guys, and thanks again so much for watching, and stay tuned because I plan to share some more videos. Bye, guys!